To make this book, you need a square piece of paper, a glue stick, pencil, scissors. Normally what I like to do is paint two sides of a page before I start folding, but it's a little bit easier to see the folds on just a white paper. So what you're going to do is fold your paper in half. Make sure you do a good job creasing it. If you have a popsicle stick or a bone folder handy, that'd be great. You really want these folds to be as straight as you can get them. So what I'm going to do for the next side fold is take the top half, fold it down to the fold, crease it, flip it over, take this side, fold it up to the fold, crease it, and now I'm going to have a W or an M, and I need to do it in the other direction. So fold your paper in half the other way. Try to get these to line up as straight as you can, or you're going to have a tough time when you try to flip your book. Top side over. Line that up as straight as you can. Crease it. Fold the other side over. Line it up as straight as you can. Crease it. Okay, so now I have 16 squares. I need to cut out the middle 4. So what I'm going to do is take this page, fold it in half, and if you want, you can draw with a pencil first, going up 1 box, over 2 boxes, and then down 1 box. Make sure when you're cutting from the fold, not the open side, or this whole thing is not going to work. So as straight as I can, right on the lines. I'm going to cut up 1 box, over 2 boxes, and then down 1 box. Now what's going to happen is, do you see how I now have another square? I can make a book out of this square when I'm done if I want to. But here's the deal, it's time to label. So on the front, you're going to put letters that are next to each other. So the top left corner, I'm going to put an A and an A. In the bottom right corner, I'm going to put a B and a B. I'm going to flip this sideways. So flip the paper over sideways. And now, instead of putting the letters next to each other, I'm going to put one on top of another. So C is on top of C, and D is on top of D. Now when I get my glue stick, I'm going to glue A to A, B to B, C to C, D to D. Here we go. Ready? I can put glue all the way across the A's. Make sure you only put glue if it's got an A. So I'm going to fold this over and glue A to A. And you see how that folded that whole side over? Now I'm going to glue B to B. Fold the whole side over, but only rub that glue in where the B was down there. Okay, so now I've got my C and D on top. So I'm going to put glue on C and C. Fold that piece down. Remember, only put glue in the square if there's a letter on it. So now I'm going to glue D to D and fold that piece up. Okay, it helps if you give the glue a second to dry. And then you have to break your book in a little bit. So I'm going to kind of fold the creases a little bit. And very, very, very carefully this first time around. You see how there's 2 doors? So the first page is going to open this way, and the next page is going to open this way. So I'm going to very carefully pull those 2 doors and let the pages follow them. And there's that page. Now I'm going to pull the doors. Oops, I have to fold this back a little bit first. Okay. I'm going to pull these doors very carefully, let the pages follow them. Fold these very carefully and let the pages follow them. Usually now what I do is I go and I make little page numbers. So this is going to be page number 1. Fold it this way. This is going to be page number 2. This is going to be page number 3. And this is going to be page number 4. And then if I just keep going, look, I just got back to page number 1. Now when you start drawing, you want to be very, very careful that the number is always in the bottom corner, because if I were to draw on the back side, do you see how the number 4 is not in the bottom corner? That tells you you're on the wrong side. So you always want to make sure your number is in the same corner. And just let me just show you how this works. Okay, so let's say, I hope you're going to do something more interesting than this. But we have a heart. On page 2, there is a circle. On page, but you know what? For the circle, I'm going to give it a little face because I want you to be able to see what is the top and what is the bottom. So there's page 2. When I open it up, page 3, now we're going to have SpongeBob or something. There's square guy. So I have circle, square, heart, and this one, we'll give this one a star. But again, I'm going to put a little face because I want you to be able to see what's on top and what's on bottom. So this one has a little face. So now if I keep going, there's my heart, there's my circle, there's my square, there is my star. Super easy. But now look at the back. Uh-oh, square guy's broken, circle guy's broken, the heart, I don't know what that is. Whoop. And now I've got 2 halves of a star. If that happens, all you got to do is flip the page over. Oh, look, all I had to do is flip it over. And now I'm back to page number 1 and my heart is all set up again. So you do have to be careful that you're not kind of turning like this. You have to keep the book upright and make sure that the doors open up and down, then doors open sideways. Doors open up and down, then doors open sideways. So I'm going to show you with this guy why I like to do the colored paper first. Try to put this on fast forward for you. Okay, so now I have all these beautiful colorful pages and I can kind of start to look for ways that I might want to draw into them. This sort of looks like a garden to me. Those could be sort of mountains reflected in the water. That could be some tulips. You can add collage, you can draw into these.